In today's video, I wanted to talk about an article that was posted in January. I have no idea how this missed my radar. Tomonobu Itagaki has started a brand new gaming studio called Itagaki Games, and he would be interested in working with Microsoft again. I have a lot of thoughts on this, so let's just jump right in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Ryofu and you are watching the Gaming Harbinger. So on January 18th of 2021, multiple outlets released an article stating that Tomonobu Itagaki had recently created Itagaki Games and would be honored to work with Microsoft again. For those that don't know who Itagaki is, let me give you some background on him. He is the creator of the Dead or Alive franchise, as well as responsible for the reboot of the Ninja Gaiden series. There were 3 Dead or Alive games that were Xbox exclusives. Dead or Alive 4 even had a female Spartan from Halo. Also, Ninja Gaiden 2, and the first 2 Dead or Alive Extreme games were also exclusives. So it does make sense why he would want to reignite that chemistry again. But I do think there are a few reasons why Microsoft might be a little apprehensive towards this. Tomonobu Itagaki has a lot of hits under his belt, as well as being known for one of the few Japanese devs that went out of his way to pay attention to the Western scene. This was around the time when Japanese console game sales were on a decline in 2005. So he did make a big impact on the industry at that time, but he has also had controversy surrounding him. Along with having a rock star-like mentality, he was taken to court in 2006 for sexual harassment. He was tried not guilty by a district court shortly after. On June 2nd, 2008, Itagaki announced that he was resigning from Tecmo and he would be suing for unpaid bonuses. This was days before the release of Ninja Gaiden 2. Now this actually never went to court, but a settlement was arranged. While Itagaki was found not guilty for the sexual harassment, it still might be a negative mark for some. Him suing the company that he worked 16 years for is also something that others could see as a blemish. After leaving Team Ninja and Tecmo, Itagaki would put out a game many years later titled Devil's Third. This came out in 2015 on the Wii U and was released under the company known as Valhalla Game Studios. Unfortunately, Devil's Third was delayed multiple times and was moved from PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 to the Wii U. And it was not critically well received either. So the reason I am rehashing all of this with you guys is because on the surface, Microsoft getting another Japanese dev is exactly what they need. Not only that, but all of the hit games Itagaki was churning out in the early 2000s were with Microsoft. But the last game he made that was a hit was Ninja Gaiden 2. That was released in 2008. So there is quite a big gap of time between 2008 and 2021. And you might even be asking yourself, so what was happening between 2015 and the present? The cool thing is that he has been giving classes for up-and-coming devs on game development. He actually left Valhalla Game Studios to assist new game devs. That's actually a respectable thing to do. But these big gaps in his portfolio might make publishers apprehensive. It might sound like like I'm rehashing old news or I have an axe to grind against Itagaki, but that's just not true. As some of my older subscribers might remember, I am a big Dead or Alive fan, so I would be very curious what he could come up with for this generation of gaming. I have enjoyed a lot of the games he developed, so there is a part of me that wonders if he would be able to return to his heyday and release some solid new IPs. I personally think it would be safer in the long term to stay multi-platform, especially if it's an anime-esque type of game. If he did make some kind of deal with Microsoft, it would be good in the short term due to him being able to focus on making a good game and worry less about winning over some publisher. But in the long term, he's going to lose a lot of sales in the East because they are just not going to have an Xbox. I'm sure the next game he makes will be on an Xbox, but it's tough to say if Microsoft will take Itagaki Games into its umbrella of studios. But please let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you would play a spiritual successor to Ninja Gaiden or Dead or Alive. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please consider joining this team. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you in the next video.